Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Golf Clash on ItsRJTV. I got some questions on my last Q&A. I know it's been a while. I answered them in the Q&A. However, for you guys who might not have read the comments and the questions, I am going to answer my most common questions and the questions that I can answer, which amount to 6, but asked by several people. And I'll give the people who asked the credit on this particular video credit. Now, if you have future questions that you want answered on video, leave it in the comment section of this video, and if I do another Q&A, it will appear on my next video, but I only want to check in one place for the comments, and that'll be here. Without any further ado, let's get started. So, to get started, we are going to play a game, because I have a feeling that there are some questions where I need to be in-game to show you. Please excuse me if my gameplay is awful. It's hard to concentrate and knowing I'm being recorded and all that other stuff. So anyway, first question I want to get out of the way. I didn't bring a pen out with me. Great. Okay, hopefully I don't answer this twice. I had a lot of questions on how do you adjust certain things like the view and everything on a laptop or a PC, and honestly, I play this on my iPhone, so, you know, unfortunately, I don't know, and I can't seem to find that question with relative ease, so hopefully someone else out there can answer that question for you. I do apologize. Let's see, how do you change the view? And this question was asked by Jeff Beamish and David Guarva Jr. Okay, well, couldn't take a peek. Hopefully, I was hoping for a pen, you know, to try to make this easy on myself. I'm going to show you how to change the view. And this is through the magic of using a PC and my cell phone. So anyway, to change the view, all you do is you put, there we go, you do like a pinching motion and you zoom in and zoom out. You zoom in and zoom out. So if I want to zoom in, you know, it goes all the way around. It's kind of hard and tricky doing it this way. So anyway, let me get my shot out of the way. I'm not sure where he ended up. So I'm just going to take the way that I know I'm more comfortable with, because when I take that other direction with this club, a lot of times I end up either in the sand or on the rough. I know if I had better curl, I would be in good shape. Unfortunately, I don't with the extra mile. Maybe when I get the apocalypse. Okay, so I'm happy with that shot. We got that question answered. What are the highest level of clubs by Martyr? I believe it's Martyr. I hope it's Martyr. If it's not Martyr, it's Marty R. I'm sorry, one or the other. Anyway, to my knowledge, this may have changed, I don't know, but from what I've looked up and what I've found, common clubs can be upgraded to level 10. Rare clubs can be upgraded to level 8 and epic to level 6, although I think I've seen a few epics up to level 7. Again, this is just as far as I know. Jared Fillmore and Dollar Bills asked, how do you change clubs? Well, if you're in the rough or you're in the sand, unfortunately, you can't change clubs. However, look at that target. You see I'm using the Hammerhead 3. If you look at that target, I'm going to put my thumb on the target to move it. If I move it closer, it'll give me the backbone. If I move it even closer, it'll give me the hornet. Short iron, long iron, wood. Now, for this shot, I want to do some backspin. I want to land right in this area here. And I'll get right back with you. Okay, I wanted to hit it perfectly. You can only change to wood unless you're on the tee. Wood is the highest you can go. And again, if you're in a sand trap or you're on the rough, you don't have a choice in changing your clubs. That's why it's kind of a penalty shot. So, you know, if you're in the rough or you're in the sand, someone mentioned that in the comments, hey, I'm in the sand, I want to switch to a better club. You can't. And that's kind of the incentive to stay out of the sand and out of the rough. But there are times when I'm taking a shot on the hole in the green, all you got to do is back up that target, and if it requires a different club, if you back up enough, or if you want to hit further than it's telling you where to go, it gives you the recommended, and 95% of the time the recommended club is the club that you want to use. But there are those special occasions, so that's how you do that. Mr. I Earn Less wants to know if wind affects the ball guide. Okay, so see right now, how do I get in there? I'm doing this so I can zoom in on my club. Again, that pinching motion on my screen. This guy I'm playing probably thinks I'm crazy. Yes, you have to compensate for wind. No, the ball guide does not, but the ball guide does help you on terrain. Unfortunately, it's not shown here, and I'm going to have to rush this shot. Okay, so if there was a crosswind, I would have had to compensate a little to the left, a little to the right, depending. If you're taking a shot off of a tee, then the ball's going to travel further, so you're going to have to adjust more for the wind. If you're using a wedge or a short iron, you're going to adjust less. So, it really depends how long your ball is in the air. But no, the ball guide shows if there was zero wind, this is where your ball would be. Golf Clash Tommy does have a video on wind rings. I haven't watched it yet. My buddy Rayner's been getting on my case about it, and I know he has great intentions. Rayner, I'm definitely going to watch it. I've been lazy. I'm sorry. Let me put this ball in. All right, we got us a win. I'll definitely take that. Let's see, what other questions do we have? We answered Marty R's or Martyr. I'm not sure. We did the Zoom for Jeff Beamish and David Guarva Jr. And like I said, that was the pinching and going back and forth on your screen. How do you change clubs? I showed you. You really can't change clubs. That's why you need to be. Let's go to the golf club bag. You need to take, all these clubs that are on the screen now, these are the clubs that you can use. The only way to change your clubs is like I showed you. If you pull back for a shorter shot or if you push forward for a longer shot, then you can switch your clubs. That's what you're seeing other players do. However, you can't go from a hammerhead to the big dog or anything like that because they're both woods. And unless you're on the tee doing a tee shot, which is the first shot of the game or the first shot of the shootout, you can't use your driver either. So your wood would be your number one club as far as the furthest distance. And again, if you land in the sand or on the rough, you have to use the sand wedge or the rough iron. So it might be a smart decision to go with the longest rough iron or the longest sand wedge, because you never know if you're going to land in the sand or the rough right next to the green or off of your tee shot. Does wind affect your ball guide? By my Mr. Iron Less, I answered that one. I had a whole bunch of questions. I'm sorry, I would have had a list of names if I answered. How do you control zooming in on your screen, like I showed you like this? Well, people want to know how to do it on a PC. I honestly don't know. I'm sorry. I only play the game on mobile. And then lastly, we have Martin3719, I believe it is. The extra mile is inaccurate. I don't like the club. I lost to the club. I'm paraphrasing here. I lost when I used the club, so I went back to the rocket. Okay, can I call you Martin? We'll go with Martin. Let's go on info here. As you can see, it's not a super accurate club, but at level 6 you have 29 accuracy, which is a heck of a lot better than the 0 you start out with. My recommendation as using this club early is you get used to it. You get used to having to hit a perfect shot. Don't pull back all the way on it. Don't try to go further. This club goes further than the rocket can go pulled back all the way to the bottom of the phone, if that's what you're using, is the bottom of the phone. Oh, let me see what's going on here. Okay, I didn't know if the mailman was coming. I got my dog out. So anyway, the accuracy does go up, and if you can see the little shaded area on screen there, it goes up even higher than 29. It looks like it gets just below about 50. I mean, curl is another issue with this club, but aside from those two, every course seems to be made for this club. So just get used to it. It's only one shot, sometimes two, for the shootout. But if you can just make sure that you have 100% concentration when you take this shot, you can get perfect or great every time. And as long as you're getting perfect and close enough to perfect, this club will get you much better results than any other club can. So anyway, I just got out of the hospital. I was not admitted or anything. I went to the emergency room for a panic attack. I'm going through withdrawal symptoms because I may have to get off of a certain medication. As soon as I wrap up this recording, there's one doctor that I am going to call who may be able to help me through Skype or something. Being agoraphobic, I can't make it to my doctor, and because I can't make it, I'm giving you guys a blank screen to look at. Sorry about that, guys. I just got into talking or whatever. So anyway, yeah. Hopefully this doctor will take me on. It's out of network. I have Medicare because I am disabled because of this. I'm on disability. And I'm hoping that, I can just pay out of pocket and get my medications that way, and then I won't have to go through the withdrawal, or I can go through the withdrawal properly. However, my videos coming out has suffered because of this. I'm not asking for pity or anything like that. I'm just letting you know I haven't been making many videos because this medication does mess with my head, and it is a benzo. So benzodiazepams really do mess with your brain quite a bit. And, just some days I would like to make recordings and I'm just not all there. However, because I went to the hospital, they told me, hey, you're withdrawing too fast on this medication. So I went from 0.75 in the morning and 0.75 at night all the way up to 1 milligram in the morning and 1 milligram at night. Oh, I'm going to have to answer that call a little bit later. I'll call you right back, Gary. So anyway, that's the deal. That's why my video frequency has been a little bit less, but I completely want to continue making content for you guys. It takes my mind off of things. So if I'm able, I will upload. Maybe I'll upload 4 videos in 1 week. Maybe I'll go 2 weeks without uploading. It all depends on how I feel while I go through this process. Prayers are appreciated that this doctor will accept me and, this whole nightmare can be over. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I've been looking in my analytics, and I see that I get tons of views from people who are not subscribed. I have tons of Golf Clash videos, and I'm not only a one-trick pony. I'm not only going to be doing Golf Clash. It's just my creativity in this time is kind of low because, again, I can't really think. Dude is my dog. He wants to say a few things to you guys as well. Hit the thumbs up if this helped you. And again, leave a comment in this video if you have a question and you want it answered on video. The mailman is coming. I got to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.